My 8-year daughter told me that my close friend keeps coming to our home while I'm working. Wife tells a pathetical lie at first, but then admits everything. They were having an affair for 2 years. My wife is 40 and I am 30, and I found out that they have been having an affair because my daughter, 8 years old, let it slip when I was doing homework with her. She said that my close friend Edgar, 32, keeps coming around while I'm at work. My wife currently doesn't work. She recently left her job and told me that she has been looking for a new one. Without any suspicions, I asked what they do, and she said that she doesn't really know. They always spend a lot of time in our bedroom, and all she can hear is them laughing. While she might not understand, I knew what else might be happening behind the closed door. My wife put our children to sleep before we exploded into a huge argument in the living room. But instead of including our daughter, I lied and said that a neighbor mentioned noticing Edgar's car often around. She began by lying that our bathroom sink recently broke down and she needed help in repairing it. I knew she was lying as it barely made any sense, and I think she saw that in my face because she then started crying and told me that it had been ongoing for the last 2 years. Her reason was that I am too emotionally distant and that we didn't do it in a while. My antidepressants destroyed my libido. I still tried to show her my affections, but she would not be up for it, and we would head to sleep. Our bedroom was dead, and I understand it was my fault. I tried my best by giving her gifts and helping her with chores after returning home from work. I planned a family trip for this summer. I left our place after picking up a few things with me and moved to a motel room. The first night, I ended up drinking. My entire heart is ripped out of my chest. Best comments. I'm so sorry that this happened to you. You did a very good thing by protecting your 8-year-old daughter. This is definitely not your fault. There is no excuse for cheating for 2 years with your friend. She is projecting the reason for cheating on you when she is the problem. It all could have been saved with communication is all. Don't let her manipulate and turn it around on you. This is absolutely not your fault. Your wife is basically the worst person ever. She doesn't even try to hide the affair in front of your daughter. This shows just how much disrespect she has for you and your daughter and how far gone she is from being a rational human being. Contact a lawyer and block your friend. Don't leave the house. She is going to take it away. You need to file for divorce and put her on blast. This is not your fault. This isn't even some moment of weakness she had. This was a full-blown ongoing affair with your best friend. Also, the fact that she was cheating on you in your home while your young daughter was there is repulsive. Update number 1, 4 days after the first post. Once I finished work, I went to talk with my family on Friday. I crumbled down in front of my parents and cried for a good hour. I didn't allow myself to cry until that moment, and everything just erupted. Truth be told, I felt like a massive failure, like it was all my fault for destroying our family by not being there enough for everyone. My mom told me she was relieved I finally saw the broad daylight. Meanwhile, my dad encouraged my pathetic arse to go back home. I returned home very late. My wife only told me she was worried about me the whole time and was glad to see me. I went to sleep in a different room after checking up on my children and making sure they were asleep in their beds. I contacted Edgar on Saturday. As many of you may already imagine, it turned into a full-on shit show of a she said, he said. They blamed each other, and I never found out the truth about how their affair began. Their stories didn't add up, and they both ended up cussing each other out. Except Edgar let it slip that this was not my wife's first rodeo. She had cheated on me before. There were 2 other men before him. My family and friends are encouraging me to get a DNA test, but I don't know. Our 3 children all look alike. Since some of you asked, I met my wife when I was 20. We both worked the same job, and I quickly took a liking to her. We dated before she got pregnant, and then we got married in a quick ceremony. She never got along well with my mother. In the beginning, I thought it was because my mom deemed her unsuitable due to our age gap and her being older than me. It got to the point where our family never celebrated any holidays with my parents. I get along with her parents, but we're not close. And this morning, I officially began the divorce process. I also decided to go into therapy. My first session is this Thursday. Just wanted to thank you all for your messages and comments. Best comments. Get paternity tests done also. Probably not what you want to hear, but you can't trust a word anyone says right now. Just because the kids look alike, it doesn't mean that they're yours. Get the test done. For legal purposes, you need to get the paternity test done. This will have an effect on the divorce proceedings. OP is afraid to learn the truth.